We're going complete house troll vibes today, and if my left eye looks a little red, it's because I had some trouble putting on my magnetic lashes. C'est la vie, what are you gonna do? Today's topic is a really exciting one though. We're talking about perfumes with an almond note. So these are all my favorite fragrances that have a distinct almond note. Some of them are for cooler weather. Some of them are actually really refreshing almond fragrances. So there are all kinds of almond spectrum fragrances here. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, then keep on watching. And if you guys are new here, my name is Yana. This is The Scented. We talk about all things fragrance. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. It would help the channel grow. Hit the notification bell so you guys stay tuned for any new videos coming up, and we'll do all the fun fragrance things together. We have a merch store now. I don't know if you guys know, but I launched a merch store. So aside from channel merch like mugs, sweaters, t-shirts, all that good stuff, we also have fragrance decants, so little samples that are hand decanted in different sizes. So anyways, everything is linked in the description box. So any fragrance that I talk about, you will most likely be able to find on the merch store. So it makes things easy for you guys to sample. And yeah, so most of these almond fragrances will be on there as well. So let's get right into it. We have about 10 fragrances, and then we have some honorable mentions. I'll start with my recent discovery, which is a fragrance from the House of Oud. And how beautiful is this little egg bottle? It is the most stunning little presentation, so unique. And this one I got from Fragrance Buy during their anniversary sale. It blew me away. The only thing is it doesn't last too long, as I found out, but it has a beautiful powdery sweet scent of almond that like reminds me of that bitter and sweet scent of cyanide. You know, like, okay, some people can smell cyanide, some people can't. It smells like almonds, like bitter almond and a little bit sweet. It kind of makes me think of that. And it's a really beautiful, powdery, easy to wear everyday scent with a very prominent almond note. So I really like it for that. It's powdered almond, powdered kind of sweet, bitter almond. It's stunning. If you want just basically a clean, easy, everyday, sweet-ish almond fragrance, this is it. It's not too complex. It's not super long lasting. Like, it lasted and developed really nicely on my clothing, but on my skin it was gone within probably 4 hours. But it is very nice, and I want to discover more from the House of Oud. Another great one that is an everyday almond fragrance is Terra di Gioia. I will be getting a full bottle. I pulled a decant out of my friend, and I find it a very enjoyable, everyday, kind of shampooy, fresh, woody, sweet, almondy fragrance. It's almond blossom in here. So it's very sweet, refreshing, floral. There's a note of pear as well. A lot of times when it's like a light, juicy pear, which this is, it makes me think of kind of like a shampooy fresh scent. But this one's different because it has that beautiful almond blossom note. There's amber wood in here as well. So it's got a nice woody base, very nice, casual, everyday fragrance. It does get compliments. It's quite simple. It's very likable. I didn't think I would like it so much. Initially, I didn't like the scent. I talked about it in my fragrances that went from hate to love. Initially, it smelled pasty to me. But the scent bubble that it leaves is so beautiful. The trail is so beautiful. I can smell it like when I walk out of a room and back into it. I can smell that beautiful sillage, and then I could smell it on my friend as well. It's a very impressive fragrance from Armani. So definitely Terra di Gioia. Really nice everyday almond scent. But like a floral almond, not a sweet, powdery, true almond. It's more of like a floral almondy facet. And all of these are gonna be different representations of almond. The next one that I wanted to share with you guys is actually from Navitus. And this one was created in collaboration with another fragrance reviewer here on YouTube, Monica Choch. This one really stood out to me. It's called The Embrace. It is a sweet, sweet, sweet almondy fragrance. This one is a true gourmand. This does smell like straight up almond dessert, but in the most beautiful way. I think this, first of all, the presentation is actually stunning. Like, I love this bottle. I love that dark burgundy color. I think it suits the fragrance perfectly because that's the color that I want to wear when it's cold out, when I would want to wear this fragrance. it has almost like a chocolate covered marzipan sort of scent. Like it makes me think of Christmas and that Christmas weather where, you know, you get that, I don't know if you guys know, but there's marzipan that comes covered in chocolate. I love that dessert around Christmas time. There's a coffee note in here as well, but it comes across almost more like a boozy chocolatey accord. There's sesame, there's that almond. Honey's really strong in here. That's why I'm getting that sweetness. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. She's done a fantastic job curating this. I am really, really impressed. So great job, Monica. And I love the scent. Like, and I'm not even a gourmand lover. Like you guys know, I'm not a huge gourmand lover, but there's certain gourmand notes that I do tend to gravitate towards. One of them is coffee. Another one is almond. This has both. This is hitting all the right spots for me. It's sweet. It's delectable. It's mouth-watering in the most perfect way. And it is the perfect winter fragrance. So that one, yeah, the almond for me is probably the most dominant note. Almond and honey and this, like, even though there's no chocolate listed, it gives me that sort of, it does to my nose what that marzipan covered, what that chocolate covered marzipan does in my mouth. That's the best way I can describe it. I have to say, like, to be 100% honest, I've tried a few fragrances from the House of Navitus. I find a lot of them, though good quality, more masculine leaning. This one for me is the most feminine leaning one. Like this, it's the most feminine, it's the most wearable for me personally. And I personally really, really enjoy that one. And the next almond fragrance is going in a completely different direction because this one is a green almond scent. So this is from Healy and it's called L'Amandière and it's a green almond scent. I'm running out of blotters, so I'm actually ripping them in half because I want to not run out while I'm filming this video. This is floral, like a green floral almondy scent. It has linden blossom, it has hyacinth, so it has this nice green wateriness to it. This is perfect for the summer. It's very refreshing. The almond in here is green, like it's almost like a underripe, slightly bitter green almond, like not a roasted almond, not a sweet almond, and very fresh, dewy green floral. So this one for me is definitely like a summery scent. It's very sunny, it's very bright, it's very uplifting, dewy florals. This is a really interesting representation of almond. That one you can check out from Raffinade Perfumery. I'll have everything linked in the description box for you guys. Next is Jasmine's Marzipan. To be fair, this is more a jasmine fragrance than anything. I am still holding the blotter from the previous fragrance. This is more of a jasmine fragrance, but it has almond wood and it has a lot of sweetness and it gives you that perception of almond. Like, it's called Jasmine's Marzipan and it has the sweetness of marzipan, but it doesn't smell like a marzipan almond. It's different. It is more about the jasmine, so I'm a little bit cheating with this one. I'm a little bit cheating, but you get this almost like amaretto-y effect in a way. Because it's so sweet, it's so dense, it's almost boozy, like vanillic rich jasmine sweet scent. Like bourbon vanilla, very rich, very, very warm. It gives you the feeling of when you drink amaretto. Like if you just drink a little bit of amaretto, that sweetness, that booziness, that's what this fragrance kind of presents to you. I really like this one for cold weather. And I just got a backup bottle of it. Even though I don't need a lot of this fragrance, it's very powerful, it's very strong. I only need a couple sprays and it actually lasts me all day. But you just never know. Sometimes you need backups, especially since I'm decanting that one. So I figured might as well have an extra. Different kind of almond, the Tour Noir. This is a milky kind of like almond milk fragrance with tuberose, coconut. This is vacation vibes, but very sophisticated vacation vibes. It really smells like almond milk. It's a little bit powdery as well. The tuberose in here is not like super bubblegummy, in your face sweet. This is more of a milky fragrance. It's really a very sophisticated, like coconutty, milky vacation scent. That's really the best way that I can put it. The almond in here is a milky almond. I would say too, like if you're not a tuberose lover, if you're not a fan of white florals, this might still work for you because it's not like dead on focused on the tuberose. There's a lot of other really beautiful, powdery, clean, soft notes that I think balance it out really, really well. So I have a backup as well of the Tour Noir. A lot of these fragrances I have backups of just because I love them so much. Okay, another sweet, perfect for the winter type of almond. I only have a little guy, and this is from a niche brand called Jules et Mad, and the fragrance is called Secret du Paradis Rouge. Okay, I don't know what happened here, but my little atomizer twisted. So it's gonna be a mess when I spray this. It just kind of comes out the side. I don't know how to fix it. This is delicious, boozy, honey, sweet almond with neroli. Like this has a beautiful neroli note. It has a nice sort of fruitiness to it. It is like nothing that I've ever smelled before. This one really smells magical. This one smells like when I heard of Love by Kilian and the description of it, this is what I wanted it to smell like. It has really beautiful, rich citrus notes, like deep, rich citrus notes, neroli, honey, almond, like delicious mouth-watering vanilla. It's doing everything right in a sweet fragrance. Like this fragrance had so many opportunities to go wrong for me because of the note breakdown. I don't know, you know, like it could have gone the way Love by Kilian went for me, which I can't wear that fragrance. It's too sweet. It's not balanced for me. This one is perfectly balanced and it's exactly what I want it to be. It's actually delicious. Like it's actually so good. I'm gonna definitely be getting a full bottle of this once this runs out. It's the perfect cold weather scent as well. The almond isn't like front and center. It's more of a supporting note, but it really does a lot for this fragrance. Next one is another sweet one, and this one's more budget friendly. This is Girl of Now Shine from Elisab. I like this better than the original Girl of Now. For lack of a better term, it sparkles and shines more than the original Girl of Now. This one just has a little bit more of this brightness. It's delicious. It's also quite gourmand. It's more mass appealing, designer, of course, and the price tag is friendly. This one has a really nice sweet fruitiness. It has pineapple. It's like almost like candy pineapple. It's sweet. It is very sweet. This one I can't wear when it's really warm out. It doesn't work. It's too cloying, but it's beautiful when it's cooler out, and it leaves such a nice trail. It really leaves like a delicious mouth-watering trail. This one is a compliment getter as well, and it lasts a really long time. It's a sweet, almondy, pistachio, fruity fragrance. You have to like sweet fragrances to like this. For me, being not a huge gourmand lover, as you guys know, a lot of these only work for me in cold weather, but I do really enjoy them. I actually completely forgot that I had this fragrance, and then I rediscovered it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So that is Girl of Now Shine. We have a couple more, and then we have a couple honorable mentions. So the next one is from the different company. It's called Pure Eve. This is another one that I kind of put away. I wasn't crazy about it at first when I first got it. I thought it was kind of a boring, almost baby powdery almond. But now that I've had some more time with it and it has sat and I guess macerated a little bit, it smells a lot more refined. It smells like a creamy almond. So it still has this almost baby powdery-esque scent to it, but it's more like lotiony almond. It smells like a very luxurious almondy lotion. It's a very easy everyday scent, like very, very easy reach every day. And it's quite simple. It really just smells like a almondy, not too sweet, very nice, luxurious lotion. And it's an easy reach. That's basically it. It's an almond easy reach. Another one I want to mention super quickly, Honey Mori by Honey Mori. This I believe is the eau de parfum. Yes, it is. It smells a lot like ylang and gold, but this one has a note of almond tree. It doesn't have a distinct almond note. It's more, really it smells more like a custardy vanilla, and it smells extremely similar to ylang and gold, but it has an almond tree note. So I threw it in here. It's delicious. It has a nice fruitiness to it, but it's an obscure fruitiness. There's a lot of berry notes listed. I'm not picking up any distinct berry notes. Like, I'm not really picking up a blackberry or a strawberry or anything like that. I'm just picking up a nice fruitiness. There's ylang. There's just this, I can't believe there's no vanilla note. It really smells like vanilla, and I guess the almond tree is what's giving that scent. Really, really lovely. Great budget find. And I think if you like sweet kind of custardy vanillic scents, this one is yummy. It's very, very yummy. Not necessarily like almond centric, but almond plays a really nice role in there. And now we are down to the honorable mentions. First, my Burberry Black Elixir. It's an honorable mention because I think it's discontinued, even though it only came out in 2017. I'm not sure how it got discontinued so quickly. It had been very hard to find for a long time, but I saw Fragrance Buy currently has it. I think they have the 30 ml for $79. I got mine a couple years ago, and then I hadn't seen it anywhere since. This is the only one from the My Burberry collection that I like. This has candied almond. It has a jammy rose. It's a creation by Francis Kirkjohn. It's a lot more refined, and it's a lot stronger too than the other fragrances in the My Burberry collection. This smells almost like a niche fragrance that was inspired by the My Burberry line. It is very dense. It's very, very rich. Definitely a cold weather scent, and it is candied. Like, it's sweet, it's dense and candied, but it still has some airy freshness to it. There's a lemon zest in the opening. There's jasmine, but really mostly what I'm smelling is like a jammy rose and candied almond. For me, that's mostly what this fragrance is about. And again, I can only wear this on the coldest of cold days. I think it only comes in a 30 ml, and to be fair, you really don't need a lot of this. Like 2 sprays, this is monster performance. On my skin, this lasts absolutely all day. Like, to the point where sometimes I get sick of it. But it's a really, really nice, like, sweet almond fragrance. I feel like if you like fragrances from the My Burberry collection, you will definitely enjoy that one. Like, it has that, whatever it is that's addictive and nice in the My Burberry lineup, but times 10. Okay, and finally, we have Baccarat Rouge, the Extrait de Parfum. It's Baccarat Rouge, we already know Baccarat Rouge, but it has a very noticeable almond note, and I'm getting more and more tired of the original Baccarat Rouge, and I'm starting to love this one more and more. I don't want to waste a spray. I did a comparison of the Extrait and the Eau de Parfum. I'll link that up here for you guys as well. But basically, if you want a more like detailed review of them, you can check out that video. But I think that we all already know Baccarat Rouge, so I don't want to get too into it. But the Extrait is way better in my opinion now. I don't find it more masculine, I actually find it more sweet, and I love the added almond note. It really does a lot for this fragrance. It makes it more unique, it makes it sweeter, it makes it a little bit more woody. I really like the added almond note in the Extrait de Parfum. I think if I were to repurchase a Baccarat Rouge, it would only be the Extrait. I wouldn't repurchase the Eau de Parfum, my bottle's almost out. I will be getting the Extrait de Parfum. I just really love that extra almond note. The fragrance itself is a little bit sweeter, it's a little bit more woody, and it plays less of that hide and seek game that the original one does. So that is my whole list of delicious almond fragrances, all kinds of different almond fragrances for all kinds of almond tastes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite almond fragrance is, and I'll definitely check it out. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.